On July 26, 2019, I left Washington, D.C., the place I call home, and set out on what would be one of the best experiences of my lifetime. After an easy 22 hours of travel, I arrived in Sydney, Australia, where I would spend the next 4 months studying at the University of Sydney and experiencing life down under. Applying to colleges was an overwhelming process, but Northeastern's NUN program quickly turned stress into excitement. I never would have thought a year ago that I would now be living on the other side of the world, studying at one of the world's top universities and experiencing the most incredible nature, wildlife, cities, and people. But if this experience has proven anything, it's that life has a way of working itself out in the best ways.
Finally freedom was found, sunlight in the mind. She could really see it clear. Finally she made it here.
During my time in Sydney, I lived in an apartment at Urban Nest, Sydney Central, with 7 other roommates. Living with so many different people was new to me, but it has given me some of the greatest and closest friendships that I've ever had. Getting to embark on this unique adventure with these people has been the experience of a lifetime, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Campus was only a 10-minute walk away from my apartment, so getting to the University of Sydney every day couldn't have been easier. That first glance at the university on the walk through Victoria Park also just never got old. The classes I took allowed me to immerse myself in my interests as well as experience them in the context of my location. My Australian film and theatre class, for example, took us on many excursions to see local Australian independent plays, which was an experience that I could never find anywhere else. My classes also allowed me to make plenty of Aussie friends that would always be ready to explore with me and to show me around this beautiful place that they call home. When I wasn't in class, I was exploring Sydney every chance I got. With Urban Nest just a 5-minute walk from Central train station, getting anywhere could not have been easier. From Spice Alley dinners to hikes at Royal National Park to shows at the Opera House to sunrise kayaks and sunset walks on the harbour to the many weekends spent at Bondi or Manly Beach, to koala breakfast, kangaroo feedings, and penguin encounters. There was never any room to be bored. We even got to go to Melbourne for the weekend to meet up with other NUN students.
Somebody once told me that she know where to party at. All right now. Oh yeah. Come on!
For spring break, we had the opportunity to head to New Zealand for a week, where we got to explore both the North and the South Islands, even getting to paraglide and to face the world's biggest bungee swing in Queenstown. I was stepping outside of my comfort zone constantly, but nothing has ever been more worth it. The experiences I've had and the friendships and relationships I've made while I've been in Australia have been more than I could have ever imagined. This community of people and this experience have changed my life completely, and I know it will stay with me for the rest of my life. Living abroad has made me that much more independent and adventurous, and makes me so excited for what's to come in my future, because I know now that if something scares you, that just means it's worthwhile. I am so grateful for this experience, and I wouldn't change it for anything, and I feel so lucky to have been able to call Sydney, Australia home for the last 4 months.
We can see clear.